Peace and love, everybody. Make sure to text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Tap in for a consultation or join our school. You can go to school.com/Don Kilam. That's SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. Now click the link in the bio. Peace and love. How's everybody feeling? Let me finish rolling up this bleezy. The family slept in today. They just now getting up, so I'm going to do a video for y'all. Peace and love, everybody. I titled this Natural You versus the corporate you. Peace and love, everybody. Let me know where you tapped in and tuned in from. If you're just not joining, we ain't got started yet. Peace and love. Let me know what city you in. Where you tapped in and tuned in from. Says no questions, let them cook. Yeah, I'm going to pull out my iPhone 16 too. I'm going to go over some of the same stuff I've already been going over. To be honest, might smoke another breezy with y'all. Let me see. I'm rolling this one up. Let me finish rolling this one up. Done drop some buds. It's all good though. And be like, how do I know it's real, Don? Do you see my motherfucking? Do you see the life I live? Poor people, even if you're poor, you circulate for enough money for the government. The government makes money off of you. But you gotta understand that your family is private families that are the government. Y'all don't understand government. All government is administration. They're administering these ducats. We call them ducats, okay? So when people say money has no value, you make it serve you. This paperwork right here, this is paperwork. This shit still serves you. People still work for this, okay? So you can make it serve you, okay? I'm going to tell you, gold and silver is the real money, though. Gold and silver. That's why I put it in my teeth. Yeah, keep the gold and silver on you. That's a real... We're going back to the gold standard, put it like that. And they've been saying this since I've been in the game. I've been in the game 17 years. And we're just now transitioning in everything that we prepared for. So... If you've been following Don Kilam, so like I told people to get on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still an asset right now, as of right now, but it's not going to last forever. Gold has lasted thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Gold has been around forever, so you need to get gold. But y'all still need to get these I'll pull out some Benjis on y'all too. I ain't gonna pull out everything. Just because people seeing is believing, man. Y'all can get close up and log my motherfucking FRN numbers, my promissory note numbers. This ain't that play money. I don't do that play shit. But people ain't gonna respect you. He said, your grill fire, I just picked mine up. Johnny dang. Johnny did the grill. About to upgrade too. But I'm about to get started. See, this is the corporate you right here. The corporate you works for this. The natural you works for natural resources. What you gonna spend the money on? That's what holds the real value. Where's your money going? Those are the things you wanna tap into. So we all need food. So you should be creating your own food sources. You should be having your own farms, growing your own food, having your own animals, instead of having somebody else package it up and deliver it, because that's how they controlling our mind anyways. That's how they control us. So that is a form of sovereignty. All right? Peace and love. Before I get started, I'm not a licensed attorney, tax expert. This is for educational, informational purposes only. A lot of people say this. It's all a conspiracy. Your life's a conspiracy. If you're paying taxes, you pay. Most people in the public with a public education mindset. I'm gonna show you how you get that rich. You get taxed on your money, and then when you spend your money, you get taxed again. So they take, before you even get your paycheck, when y'all are working in the public system, the difference between public and private, you're a public employee. He said it is a conspiracy to conspire against us. I don't like to say anybody's conspiring against anybody because this is a voluntary system. Slavery is voluntary. You volunteer to pay taxes. You volunteer to work instead of learning to use your own creativity, learning how to be an entrepreneur. The game is set up for entrepreneurs and those who use their creative mind, those who think and can think outside the box. Because all you're doing is moving pieces, okay? Most people are just pawns in the game. And when you learn how to establish your own government, when you learn how to establish your own private family, when you learn to establish your own private club, social club, okay? When you learn to establish your own ministry, then you can start learning how to be a power piece in this game. Sean Jones says, after I met you and listened to you, yes, before that, it was all unknown for me. It was completely non-consensual. Okay, got you. I appreciate that. Screenshot that. Thank you, Sean Jones. This game is voluntary. And that's what a lot of people not understanding. Granted, you came into the game through your mother and she put you in the game. So, I mean, you are automatically playing. Alright? Family, the definition of family is servants of a household. So I want you to know we do operate out of tribal perspective. The reason being is because servants of a household is putting you as a slave. The Department of Family Services. We're transitioning into a different system right now as we speak. But the old system is still around, and that's a securitization system, okay? But we're going in back to gold and silver and no more debt, like real-time payments, like quid pro quo, something for something. Like, you're not going to have me on a mortgage for 30 years, okay? Can you pay now? Can you pay today? So that's why it's important that everybody needs to learn how to tap in. Your name is the business. That's where we start. Your name is the business. Learning that you have a nationality, belonging to a nation. Your state can be your nation. Texans, if you're from Texas, you're a Texan. You're from Missouri, you're Missouri. You're from Illinois, you're Illinois. You're from California, you're a Californian. So when you learn how to declare nationality, this is going to give you your God-given rights back. A lot of people think they have civil rights. And that's not the case. You just get a right is a right corner. We'll just give you that piece instead of understanding your natural rights. Natural person, natural you versus the corporate you. The corporate you is a legal jurisdiction. It's a juristic person, okay? A juristic individual, a juristic entity. Your name is the business, so your business is an entity. In these businesses, I need everybody to keep in mind, a business and a trust can do everything a person can do besides vote. So it's out here. It can buy, sell, trade, all of that. Your name's the business. And you have the right to contract. And you're contracting with this name that they made a business that they own and have it's called a special purpose vehicle. Let's look it up. I'm going to break this down. We want to break this down for you. A special purpose vehicle. And when you need to understand the national debt before you go to understanding special purpose vehicles. You want to understand bankruptcy, because y'all sitting here, y'all don't understand what true law is. You're getting it confused. You're getting administrative procedures confused with real law, because if these corporations are under bankruptcy, they're under bankruptcy law. Therefore, you got admiralty and maritime law. This is contractual contracts. They can only operate under contracts under bankruptcy. Now, let me know if that makes sense, everybody. Let me know if that made sense. Under the bankruptcy, they can only operate from a contractual perspective, because there's no money under bankruptcy. They can't make you pay and enforce claims on your payment if they can't pay something. And that's real law. Drop a fire emoji in 100. I just need to know that makes sense. Okay? So you got the comprehension. The Social Security Trust Fund owns a significant portion of the U.S. national debt. The Social Security Trust Fund owns a significant portion of the U.S. national debt. So start there. Understand that. Understand the U.S. national debt. And then, understand that the United States means a federal corporation. (28 U.S.C. 2002). Understanding that United States business, U.S. citizen means United States business. 15 U.S.C. 4724E1. The term United States means a United States citizen, a corporation, partnership, or other association. So, when you understand that part right there, understand that the United States is under bankruptcy. Corporations can declare poverty. That's what they do. They can do everything you can do besides vote. So with that being stated, your name was turned into a business as well. A person is a business. It's United States business, a corporation. It was turned into something called a special purpose vehicle. And a special purpose vehicle is a subsidiary created by a parent company. The parent company is going to be the United States Federal Corporation. It's a federation. If its legal status as a separate company makes its obligations secure, even if the parent company goes bankrupt. Its legal status, we're talking about status, its legal status as a separate company makes its obligations secure, even if the parent company goes bankrupt. A special purpose vehicle, sometimes referred to as a bankruptcy remote entity, for this reason. So they're using your assets because they're under bankruptcy. They're pledging your assets to get more money. That's what all these companies do in America. That's why all debt belongs to the United States. The United States has declared bankruptcy, so it cannot have any assets, or the assets have to go to its creditors. So they use your assets because they did not sell out the people. They didn't sell the people to the other countries, they sold your labor. This is the greatest transfer of wealth there is in America. That's why you need to understand this game right now so you can tap in too. I want y'all to tap in too by understanding and understanding the game. So the first key word, a trustee, I call it trustee training. It's called amalgamation. The action process of resulting, of combining, or uniting. Amalgamation. The combination of two or more companies into an entirely new entity. Amalgamations are distinct from acquisitions in that none of the companies involved in the combination survive as legal entities. This is what happens when you merge the birth certificate, the ID, the social security card, amalgamation. They've turned you into a gifting program. They've turned your name into a gifting business for the government, for their private government. Because you got to understand, the government was created by private families, and your family's not private, it's public. So you're not part of the government. You get no say. You get no say. Amalgamation. This is something that every private family knows about. They understand business. This is taught in their private schools. Not all private schools, but some private schools. And since Don Kilam has been doing this, I've been coming to the public since 2016, 2017, telling everybody to make the name of LLC. And our old way used to work, and now there's a new way. You have to have a family business. You have to have a family trust in order to even make your name a business, because there's something called the alter ego doctrine. The alter ego doctrine. In 2022 is the first time that we've seen it have an effect on some major players, okay? So that's why I did teach people how to do the holding company, okay? We do holding companies and family businesses and family trusts. But the alter ego is a legal doctrine whereby the court finds that a corporation lacks a separate entity from an individual corporate shareholder. The court applies this rule to ignore the corporate status of a group of stockholders, officers, and directors of a corporation, respect to the limited liability. Finding alter ego gives the court cause to pierce the corporate veil and hold individual shareholders personally liable for debts of the corporation. Earlier, the alter ego doctrine was not applicable to other business forms such as LLCs. However, the alter ego doctrine is now applied to limited liability companies as well. Since 2022. So, learning how to place your assets, because I need you to understand, you have to think business when you're dealing with the natural person versus the corporate person. The natural person doesn't know anything. But if the natural person, because the natural person doesn't play the game, but if the natural person had to play the game, it's going to prove what belongs to the natural person, okay? If I have to come from the private into the public, I have to show some type of a proof that this is all mine. How do I create this in the game? This is a game. So how do I create this in the game? We're going to create this in the game by creating it as private property. Because I have to play the game. The government can't interfere with a private contract. So this belongs to the business. This belongs to the church. This belongs to God. This belongs to the whole family. The whole family gets to use this. My whole private community. Okay? Now drop a fire emoji. Drop a 100 if that makes sense. This is my family. This is my private community. My private community. And they all get to use this because it's for private use only. It's not for public use. I can't allow anybody in the public use this. The Amish, that's what they do. Jewish people, that's what they do. The Mormons, this is for the Mormon church. This is for my tribe. This is a private social club. The government can't interfere with a private contract. I'm not doing business with the public. I'm doing business with my private family. If you don't understand that, because if just right there, that should have took you from zero to hero. Just that alone. You see these guns over here? That's just for private family, private protection, private security. My private militia. You understand? This ain't gang time. We just protecting our bloodline. And we can protect our bloodline by any means necessary. Because y'all see, y'all trying to extinct motherfuckers. And at the end of the day, I'm half national, but in the public, I'm willing and dealing as a private citizen, as a private national, as a private common unity member, and I'm putting the United States Corporation on notice. Hey, bruh. What's up, bruh? We friends, bruh. Power to the people. Don't fuck with us, we're not gonna fuck with you. But we over here doing us. You understand? We ain't got no weapons of mass destruction. And if you need us on standby, we might fuck with you. We might go to war for you. Because we not enemies. That's called a peace treaty, motherfuckers. Your private family needs to have a peace treaty with the United States Corporation and the motherfucking private families that run that motherfucker. But you don't got the private list because you're not tapped in. You sitting here in the public trying to beg motherfuckers to teach you this shit and still learning how to live on your motherfucking own. But these private families is not coming to knock on your motherfucking door unless it's time to collect something. You understand? They come collect what the fuck is theirs. This is a real motherfucking game right here. Life-changing game. And motherfuckers need to get with it right motherfucking now. Because I'm telling you, this is the time of change and transition. You don't know how to tap in and be private? Yeah, the next transition into things is not going to be good on humanity, to be honest with you. If you're not private, you know how to get in this shit pretty soon. You're going to need to learn how to grow food. You're going to have to learn how to get some motherfucking animals. You're going to have to learn how to tap in with these families and barter and trade with these families. You need to know what the fuck they need. What the fuck you need that I can get. Because you got food. You got your own food. You make your own motherfucking cabinetry. You got your own motherfucking guns. God damn it. Where y'all making y'all's guns too? God damn. Y'all making private fucking guns. You understand? That's private property. Listen, I can't get too deep, but you better understand what the fuck is going on out here. There's some good weed, ain't it? There's some good weed, ain't it? Hey, this for entertainment, educational purposes only. Just know I'm out here kicking it with the motherfucking Amish. Fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, motherfucker. And maybe it is just an all fucking conspiracy. Maybe I'm just high tripping. But nigga, if anything go down, my ass is ready. Are you? What are you doing to protect your tribe and protect your lineage? You're not doing shit for your bloodline. What you doing to hand off the keys? Or you just hand off usernames and passwords? When you put assets in your social security number, that dies with you. I can't use this social when you die. You took out the game. You just a pawn in the game. Power pieces are forever. Gold and silver is still valuable, and the price keeps going up. Your ancestors used gold and silver. If they had paper money, they had their faces on the gold. They had their name on the silver. And that's real facts. But y'all not trying to create legacies that stand the test of time. You need to learn this private trust game. Private trustee training. Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Again, text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Or click the link in my bio. Go to school, SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. School.com/Don Kilam. SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. Amalgamation, special purpose vehicles. Understanding what the public sector truly is. Most of everybody's in the public sector. You have a public education. The public sector is the part of the economy that's controlled by the government. You got to understand that private families control the government. This is not rocket science. They said, here's the families, here's the Constitution. They created the government. But y'all sitting here paying taxes. That means you're not part of the government. Because this government was established on being tax-free. Tell me when I'm fucking lying. This government was established on being tax-free. They created this whole motherfucker to get away from taxes from England. Ain't that what they taught you in school? They couldn't even lie to you about that. And you saying here, so nigga, if you paying taxes, you not part of the government. That's common sense. 100s, fire emojis. Let me know that y'all with me on that. How are you gonna say you part of the government when you paying taxes? The fuck is wrong with you? That sounds ass backwards because the United States was established. Oh, cause y'all don't understand the truth. It's like parables. Y'all don't know about spilling the tea. The Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea. You think they did all of that over some tea? The Boston Nose Candy Party. Yeah. It's about cocaine. Y'all don't get the real private stories. Boston Tea Party is about drugs, goddammit. And that's all I can give y'all. Tap in with your boy and get the private life game. Huh? Can I get a fire emoji 100? Oh, I never thought about that, Don. The fuck you thought it was over tea? The fuck is wrong with people? Y'all really telling y'all kids this story? What they were supposed to say it was over cocaine? Look at the Bushes. They came over here over liquor. We got presidents that came over here cocaine. Listen, if you don't think, listen, I'm not, hey, shout out to my homie BC. We just gonna call him BC. If you don't think he didn't get rich in Arkansas off cocaine, something wrong with you. The boy is moving cocaine. And half these rappers were selling cocaine for Bill Clinton. And that's real shit. That's the realest spill I could ever give. Bill Clinton got rich off coke. Boston Tea Party. Ain't nobody paying taxes. What's your mission? Only U.S. citizens go to jail for cocaine. We live in a free country. A national, listen, you think the Amish ain't been, listen, we not even gonna get deep. I'm smoking on the Amish. I'm smoking on the Amish. They call it, hey, listen, I'm smoking on the Amish. I'm just gonna put it like that right now. Let me open this. Y'all need to learn how to barter. It's a barter system. You got something they need? It's private families. It's private families. Private families run the government. Let me know that this is making sense. When you come into this private life, they're going to teach you everything. You're going to learn the real game, the real spill, the real stories. How this thing really came into existence that you think is the United States. But first you got to have a peace treaty, because some people can't handle the truth. Some people can't handle the truth that they've been whitewashed. And I'm not even trying to get deep on y'all and throw y'all off, but some people can't handle that real niggas can only create things that stand the test of time. You gotta be a real nigga to create something that stands the test of time. And this so here called government was not created by white folks. It was created by dark ass, big lip ass niggas. Real talk. This government that you call today. And it's crazy how everything is just built against the niggas who created it. So, listen, shout out to all my real niggas, but obviously this shit has turned against itself, so we gotta create something even better that stands. It didn't stand the test of time, but it went, we all started to go at war at ourselves. That's where we fucked up at. That's why ain't nobody coming to really come beef with us. We go over there, we start shit with everybody, but we at war with ourselves. And that's the biggest problem in America today. We don't like ourselves. I have those moments too, shit. Everything is set up for you to hate yourself over here. Because it's a free country. So they want you focused on all the bullshit so you can't see really what's out there for you. It's that, and that's the truth. The natural you. We live in nature. You don't need to fucking buy no house. Go buy some land and build your shit. It's a whole lot fucking cheaper, and it's not going to take 30 years to pay off. You go to the school, I'll give you my top 10 websites to get land. You can make payments today and build on your land the same day. Cheaper than your cell phone bill. My cell phone bill is $1,000. You can get 3 plots of land. Easy. Some land you might get an acre or two for $100 a month. That's enough to build upon. Build a lot of shit. Holding companies, parent companies, living trust at the top of that. I'm not going to get deep, but you're pledging your assets. Your name is the business, trademark it. Understand your intellectual property. Your family needs to own your every essence of you. Your voice, your image, your likenesses, all that. You need to make your family trust, forcing them to contract with your Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts, social media accounts, whatever you're dealing with the phone. You know what I'm saying? Make the family business create the phone account because you want to own all of that shit. Anytime you come into a public, make sure you got a private contract that gives you permission to do that in the public because the private contract is going to triumph and be what's law. I know that's a lot of fucking game right now, but I'm just breaking it down. Y'all want to book a consult or something? Text Private Life to 702-200-4900. Or go to the website and hit me in the chat when you're ready to book a consult. A covenant with God, like, not to get too deep real quick, the government can't interfere with a private contract, so a covenant with God is a good route to go. That's why every family is a ministry. You pray with your kids. You teach your kids about God. So you got to make your family a ministry. It's a 508c1a, faith-based organization. Doesn't have to pay taxes. Don't have to report to the IRS unless they owe you something. Unincorporated associations, that's what a 508c1a is too, but unincorporated associations, another route to go. Private social clubs, if you know, you can just say, hey, this is the family lineage. I help establish something called legacy accounts. Legacy accounts. And these are the pass-through entities from the family trust that can operate in the public, tax-free, tax-exempt. And this is going to manage your family's essence, your family's property, your family card, the family house, family rent, the likenesses and images. If you need an attorney, this is what's going to hire your attorney. If you need to get your children out of jail or something, this is what's going to pay for that. When you donate to the local hospitals so you could be on the private donor list, it's coming from this legacy account. It has to be established a certain way so you can put your whole family on the list. Some people start off small, $50 to $100 a month when they're donating to these organizations. And that's where, you know, first step to get ahead is to get started. Then you grow together. You're there to grow the trust. The family's there to grow the trust. When you stop growing, you die. You're here to grow the family. You're here to grow the trust. That's law. That's what it says in the Bible. Multiply. Be fruitful. So grow your trust. Grow your money. You shouldn't be out here in debt. They're doing it. They're being fruitful. The people that you're paying, they're eating good. Be fruitful. There's no way you should be out here subtracting. You should be multiplied because that's law. That's the Bible. It's in God we trust for real. If you trust in God, that's what God said. Be fruitful. Continue to multiply. And y'all not multiplying. All they understand is the badge. This is all the people over and understand. Every day we making, and this is for the family. And when you understand tax credits for your straw man name, your name is the business. Understand that you can get credits back, and it comes in a form looking like this. They give you the credit, you turn it into a debit. Now that balances the books. Learn the credit and debit gap. You go to the store, you want it as credit always. So you, from the family business, because you just gave that store a loan, now we can file taxes on the interest in this credit. You just ran as credit, not debit. There's a difference between credits and debits. The natural you is always crediting the corporate you. The natural you is the credit. They use your labor as the credit for the national debt. Drop some fire emojis, some 100s if that makes sense. You are the credit. Your signature is sign of nature. They got to prove you was there. They just got to prove a live soul was there in order to get the credit. A lot of people don't even understand that. They say showing up is half the grace. As soon as you was born, they made money off your birth certificate because they proved you was life. Yes, we have somebody else entering the game today. The age of maturity, the age of majority. Right now, we're gonna set them up a minor account. We'll set them up a major account when he hits the age of majority. Get a lot of fire emojis, 100s. Yeah, y'all need the blunt. Hit the blunt, y'all. Hit the blunt. Out here living that country life in the rain, dropping the game for y'all right now. Gotta go cop some new J's today. Just hit the porch real quick, got the fam in there. I just had to come drop some game for y'all. I feel like this shit is so simple. But y'all don't live the private life. You don't live the private life. The Amish understand they gonna make their own businesses. The Amish have their own businesses. Tap into the private life and start fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? That's something I can tap. That is private communities I can get y'all in, okay? Like, if you fuck with me, I can help you get tapped into some Amish communities. That's something I can help you with. But I can't help you with everybody and everything when you go into the higher totem poles and shit. You on your own, buddy. You need to learn how to walk it like you talk it. Even some of the best and highest celebrities can't step in some of these rooms. Because they puppets. They puppets. You got to learn how to be the puppet master. You got to learn how to move the pieces. See, the power pieces come to me so they can learn their next move. You understand? What should we do next? Kilam. So let me talk to my God about it. Gotta put God first. We're gonna fly you out. You know, they that flew me out of private jets. It don't even excite me no more. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to it. But I remember the first time I was on private jets, man. 2021. My first time they flew me on a private jet. They done flew me to Hawaii one time. The royal families. I done had some people when the Ukraine shit started. Some people from Ukraine flew me out on a private jet. I done seen Magic Johnson on a private jet. Can't make this shit up, man. Just talking that private life, spend that private life game. I do this for y'all, but tap in and tune in. Make sure y'all text private life to 702-200-4900. Again, text private life to 702-200-4900. Somebody will respond as soon as humanly possible. Tap into the school. That's the quickest way to reach me. School.com/Don Kilam, SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. Hit me in the chat if you consult ready. Right now it's $500 for a half hour. prices going up. You know, July is definitely going up. I'm behind on trust right now. I got some trust. I'm helping people with a lot of different things. But the main thing I help people is get the bag. I want you to learn who you are, learn your name is the business, and learn how to tap into those tax credits. But I'm out. Much peace and love. Prosperity is your divine birthright. Tap in and tune in with your boy.